Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Unfog with Dr. Atahar Parveen. In this video, we are going to give you a list of documents which are needed for you to apply for Karnataka teacher recruitments. As many aspirants were requesting, we thought of discussing this soon so that you get ready your documents and then make it easy for yourself to focus on your studies. Because in the last moment, if some document is missing, it will create chaos for you and you will have very less time to get ready with that document, because official works need a lot of time, right? So that's why we are here to help you. So what you have to do now is just take a book and a pen. Take that book which you are using to prepare for your exam, so that you make a checklist along with us, and then you can tick down which documents you have and which documents you don't have, so that you can make those documents as soon as possible. Okay, so let us start. The first document which you need to have is obviously your SSLC mark sheet, that is your 10th standard mark sheet, which will be helping you out with the proof of your correct name. I mean to say that your Aadhaar card name and your SSLC marks card name should match exactly along with initial and correct spelling. Okay, because that is the only one which will be helpful to you not only in this teacher recruitment online application, but any time in your life in future also. Your name is going to be taken from your SSLC mark sheet. Okay. Then you need to have your PUC mark sheet, that is your 12th standard mark sheet. So if you have this correctly, then tick down like this. Okay, note down and tick down. Then comes your degree mark sheets. Along with the degree mark sheets, you should have convocation certificate also. Some aspirants think that only mark sheets are enough. No, that is not right. See, you need to have mark sheets along with convocation. So for this, if you have done your degree, that is BSc, in semester wise system, then you will have 6 semesters, right? So you should have 6 mark sheets. Along with 6 mark sheets, you may have a consolidated mark sheet also. And you need to have a convocation. If you don't have convocation, apply right now. You can apply for this convocation certificate online to your university. Okay, like mine was Gulbarga University, so I applied to Gulbarga University and I got it from university. If you give your address, they will send it to your address. You will have to pay the fee. Okay. And if you have done a yearly system BSc, then you have 3 years, right? So 3 mark sheets will be there. Along with the 3 mark sheets, you will have one convocation and maybe you have one consolidated mark sheet also. Okay. So totally, either if semester wise means 6 mark sheets plus 1 consolidated mark sheet plus 1 convocation. Sometimes what happens, no, in the last semester only they will give the consolidated marks. In that case, you will not need to have this. So in that case, you have only 6 mark sheets plus 1 convocation certificate for 6 semesters. Yearly wise means 3 mark sheets for 3 years plus convocation certificate. Okay. In your 3rd year only, they will give consolidated marks. So you don't need to have any other separate mark sheets for that. Okay. Then, if you have done diploma in education, that is D.Ed, in that case, you should have your D.Ed marks sheet. So, 2 years D.Ed means you will have 2 mark sheets. No convocation for D.Ed because it is diploma, right? You will have convocation, that is degree certificate or convocation certificate only if you have done bachelor's, right? BSc means Bachelor in Science, right? Only in that case you will get the certificate. Here it is diploma, so you will not get it. Next, if you have done B.Ed, it is Bachelor's in Education, right? So you will have a convocation certificate along with the 2 mark sheets if you have done for 2 years and yearly exam was conducted, in that case you will have 2 mark sheets plus convocation. And if you have done semester wise, then you will have 4 mark sheets plus convocation. Okay, all these documents you should have soft copies ready. Hard copies you will have with you. You will have to scan it with the nice clear images, and then you will have to make a folder and keep it in your device, either laptop or phone or your mail, whatever you are comfortable with. Make a folder and keep it with you. This folder should always be accessible to you. Okay. Then if you have done post graduation, then also better you have this post graduation, that is MSc mark sheets along with convocation. Even for masters you will have a convocation. If you have completed your MSc and you have not taken convocation, means please apply it to your university and get your convocation certificate. Okay. See, PG mark sheet, I am telling, if you have done PG, then better keep those mark sheets and convocation with you. Okay. I am sure that they will not ask for PG in HSTR this time. I am not talking about HSTR. But if you have it, if you have done it, why not keep it with you? Right? You never know. Maybe it will help you some other time, or maybe it will push your recruitment selection also. You never know. Okay. Next, if you are eligible for caste certificate, then get ready your caste certificate. 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B, SC, ST, OBC, whatever caste certificate you have, just make it now. Okay, apply and make it now in the office of your district. Okay. If you belong to Hyderabad, Karnataka, then you will have to submit your Hyderabad, Karnataka certificate, that is 371J certificate. We have posted a video showing how to apply for this 371J certificate. You can follow those steps and apply it right now. If you already have it, then no problem. Safeguard it by keeping the soft copy also. Okay. In case you are eligible for this physically handicapped certificate, you will have to keep this certificate also. If you don't have and if you are eligible, then there is some procedure. You need to go to a government hospital, take medical certificate from the doctor that you are eligible for this physically handicapped quota, and then you will have to apply it in office. Okay. If you are a ex-serviceman and you have retired and you want to apply for teacher recruitments, in that case also you should have your ex-serviceman certificate. And if you have studied in Kannada right from your first standard till 10th standard, then you can get this Kannada medium certificate. You need to go to your school and get the certificate. So this will also be helpful to you while applying. And if you are eligible for this displaced person certificate, that YN certificate we say, right? In that case, you will have to keep this certificate along with you. See, actually, some people or families who are being moved from their actual staying place because of some government projects like roads, industries or dams, in that case, those people get this displaced person certificate. So this also you should have if you are eligible. See, actually exams like GPSTR, they need TET qualification, right? It is mandatory for a aspirant to be eligible for GPSTR, right? So if you have qualified TET anytime, even if it is written that this qualification is valid only for 7 years, in that case also don't worry, because now TET qualification has been given approval for lifetime. So once if you have qualified TET, means done. You have to preserve that certificate with you, because all these certificates will be used while applying for teacher recruitment. Okay. And you are using all these certificates to apply online, right? Once you apply online, you need to keep your online application also safely. Once you submit the application, you can take the printout or you can download that as a PDF file. and then keep it safely. Okay. Of course, along with all these certificates, if you have some other certificates, like if you are a sports person, better keep that also. You never know, it may help you, right? So all these documents, if you get ready, things will become very much easy for you. Okay. So you need to tick down what all you have and which all you don't have. Then you put a cross mark and then make sure that you will get that certificate as soon as possible. Okay. So let me give you brief summary. One SSLC marks card, one PUC marks card, degree marks card in case that you have done yearly basis means 3 marks card plus 1 convocation. If you have done semester wise means 6 marks card plus 1 convocation. DEd 2 mark sheets. For BEd yearly wise means 2 mark sheets plus convocation. Semester wise means 4 mark sheets plus convocation. PG semester wise means again 4 mark sheets plus convocation. Yearly wise means 2 mark sheets plus convocation. Right. Rest all certificates I have already told you. So you need to have all these certificates soft copies and keep it in a folder. Okay. Also, some aspirants have many doubts like related to caste certificate. See, caste certificate, if you are a woman aspirant, then caste certificate you have to give of your father. Okay, but if you talk about income certificate, then that should be your husband's. Okay, and one more thing. Actually, when I went for document verification for assistant professor, I am from Hyderabad, Karnataka region, right? So what they asked me was, because I am a woman, right? They asked me whether do you have your husband's HK certificate, 371J. My husband is also from Hyderabad, Karnataka region only. But I did not have my husband's 371J certificate with me. I don't know whether if they will create an objection for you or no. But for me, they asked this. Whether only you have Hyderabad, Karnataka certificate or even your husband has. If your husband has, then you submit it here, they told me. But I did not have at that time. Anyway, they approved. They approved and they did all my document verification and they finalized that I am from General Merit Hyderabad, Karnataka woman. Okay. So in your case, I don't know. If this is the situation, if your husband is having Hyderabad, Karnataka certificate, then you keep that also safely just to be on the safer part. Okay. Still aspirants have many more doubts like one aspirant asked us this yesterday. The doubt was that in my PU marks card, my name is correct. But at that time, my photograph was not printed. To resolve this, our principal attested my original photo with signature and seal on the same marks card. So, according to us, no problem. If this is the situation, they should allow your certificate. Then the aspirant is telling that in my BSc marks card and convocation certificate, my name is printed as Arif Ali instead of Arif Ali. The aspirant's actual spelling is with the double F, but it was printed as a single F, Arif Ali. So we told the aspirant to correct it soon. I don't know what is the actual procedure to correct it. I think you will have to submit a affidavit or something like that. For more clarity, you can ask in our Telegram group because there are many aspirants. In the Telegram group, they will have different type of experiences. They will surely help you out with all your queries. Okay. And then another doubt was that in all my other certificates, my name and details are correct. I am concerned whether these issues may cause any delay or problems during document verification. Kindly guide me on how to proceed. So we have told that just get your name done correctly. Rest things should not have any problem. Another doubt was that, and also do we need to submit caste and income and residential certificate being non-HK? So we have told that yes, even if you are from non-HK part, if you are eligible and if you are coming under income and residential certificates, then you will have to submit them also. Okay. So okay friends, I really hope that this discussion will help you out in keeping all your documents ready. If you have any more doubts, please feel free to write in the comment section, or you can also write in our Telegram channel, because there are many aspirants with different type of experiences and different type of expertise. They will surely help you. Okay, asking only us personally will not help you so much when compared to when you ask in the Telegram group, because there are many aspirants who will help you. Okay, thank you, all the best, bye.